My dad was one of my very favorite people on this planet, and I miss about a million things about him. I miss his sharp wit, our intelligent conversations, and his ability to challenge me about what I was thinking. I miss how he always wanted to push people to be their best selves, to find better ways, the best ways to do things. He was strong in his opinions, for sure, and helped me become strong in mine. Yet he was gentle and giving and kind. I miss his laughter, how he teased my husband, and the rhythm of him with Mom. My dad was both interesting and interested, a combination that is rare to find. His chosen scheduled death at age 83 has left a hole in my life that will never be filled, but I've never questioned his thought process and eventual decision. But that hole also contains some question about the main process. I'm operationally minded, and there's this thing that sits in my craw that I can't find peace with. You see, I believe our family is unique. We've been well versed in medical assistance in dying for decades, as Dad was both a volunteer and past vice chair with Dying with Dignity. He read every available book on the subject, made presentations, and attended conferences. It was a required topic of family conversation. So when Dad self-applied after 12 years of debilitating and constant pain and exhausting all means to relieve it, we were not completely surprised, even though we were completely heartbroken. Although difficult, we were all supportive of Dad's decision, because autonomy, independence, and choice were all things Dad deeply valued. Dad met the criteria for MAID Track 2, but he wasn't terminal. By definition, his death was not reasonably, naturally foreseeable, and there are additional safeguards to be met with Track 2. One of the safeguards currently is an assessment period of 90 days. Perhaps this waiting period wouldn't have been as hard if, at the first assessment, we weren't led to believe that Dad was Track 1, which meant he could have died as soon as he wanted to. His choice. Don't get me wrong, we all loved the extra days with Dad. There would never be enough days. But that's not the point. The point is that he was suffering. He had made his decision, and he met the criteria. Think of it this way. Think of pet owners. Imagine a furry companion, that wet little nose, those sweet, soulful eyes, the comfort they bring you. Discussions with the vet mean that when the suffering becomes too much, you will make the tough but right decision. Many of us have been in this position. You gather the family and explain your reasoning. It cuts everyone to the core, and there are lots of tears. You phone the vet the next morning. The vet is compassionate and supportive of your decision. Then you are told that you must wait 90 more days. There's no reason, except that time must pass. 90 days, 3 entire months, a season even. You are forced to find a way to live in this in-between, every single day. And what about the furry companion? Each day, is it watching them continue to suffer, continue to decline, and continue to just wait? Now, instead of this beloved pet, imagine it's your suffering spouse, your parent in pain, your dear friend who has lived with a decade-long debilitating illness, or yourself. My dad. This waiting period made no sense to him either. He called it cruel. Yes, he had a peaceful and compassionate death, a good death, as he would say. Yet I continue to wonder who benefits from this assessment period, when no other assessments are required or requested. We've come a long way with legislation of MAID in Canada. But I ask, we not forget the individual people and their families behind it all. They are our beloved ones. We must do better.